Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Little update from FuzzImp. We've got some cool stuff going on. Great news for those who ordered the Amity pre-order. The Amity is in process, so the board design should be shipping out really soon. Be able to have some built, fully functional, like production prototypes next week is probably the goal. Um, it was a project that took a long time and the funding just wasn't there, but it's there. And so that's some really good news. Also, for a time, Sender 5 was out of stock. It is back in stock and available. So you will be able to order Sender, you're able to order Sender 5 right now, able to order Obtainium right now. I have on my list a few other things like the Adventure Pedal for down the road. But it's a great time to stock up on FuzzImps. Turnarounds are getting better and better. Machina 2 still will take a little longer than average, probably closer to the 3-4 week mark at this point. But I'm trying to build up inventory and keep things. Tariffs. So the tariffs have kicked in, but there was a slight repeal from what I can tell about the circuit boards. This does affect me directly. I had friends that paid 30% more on some extra customs fees. Fingers crossed, I have an order right now that's in process coming to me. I haven't been charged any additional fees, so I think we're good. Part of it was repealed to where it was the old $800 limit before extra customs was tacked on. So that's some good news there. Basically just gearing up for a big year. I hope you like this telly. I don't know if I've shown this one as much on the channel. Did a trade with Bad Guitarist podcast, Andrew, and I got two tellies for some imps. It was this one. It was a really cool old Squire from the 90s, and also a Seafoam one that I've been using in my clips a little bit. You may have seen more of that one. So definitely, I had made it my goal to only do tellies this year, but I did go ahead and order a No Moon laser body off Etsy that is like a Mosrite body shape but telly configuration. So that should be really fun to build out. I'll probably have that at the end of this week. But I probably will wait and decide if I'm going to do that as a whole build out, or if I'm going to wait and put it together with use existing parts that I have to kind of cobble it together and make it a parts caster. So that should be really fun for you guys to check out. I'll review it and do more when that comes out. But definitely check out fuzzimp.com right now. Yeah, so things are going really well. There was a time coming into January, things were really slow. I was really uncertain about kind of time frames on things like the Amity, on restocking certain pedals, and whether or not the pricing was going to be really intense on circuit boards and other components. I do still think we'll feel some slight inflation on other components deeper in this year, but as of yet, all the suppliers that I buy from currently haven't jacked their pricing, so no price increases as of yet. Now, if all of a sudden I'm paying, 20% more for everything, I'll probably bump the prices up a little bit, but I always make an effort to keep the prices as competitive as possible while still providing the same amazing quality pedals. There's no compromises on the actual units themselves, but some of the ways that I cut on costs is, I haven't been doing paid advertising lately. The unboxing experience is a little plain. You get a box. I'm trying to grab one. A box with either recycled brown paper packaging or the pink sleeves that some of you have seen before. That's the kind of stuff that I do cost savings with. I don't cheap out on the parts or components. In fact, I've been actually upgrading the capacitors on quite a few of my builds to use even higher end ones. So that's some good news. But yeah, I'm really excited about the Amity to fully launch. There'll be plenty of demos. I am tweaking the artwork slightly. I thought about making a new logo, but I think I'm going to forego it just a little bit longer. I do like the classic FuzzImp logo. I think it's really strong. I have been thinking about updating the graphics slightly on something like the Drat. It is still available in its current form. I have extras of those actually coming in this week. So Drat is also on that short list. Echo Moon's been selling really well, and people have really been enjoying those. Yeah, a lot of good news, honestly, and I'm really glad to make one of these update videos that isn't sad and me being really worried about my future. Was watching a video today. There was an interview with one of my old friends that I made on the early days of Instagram about 10 years ago, and he went on to start a really successful YouTube channel, and it just got me thinking. I remember at the time starting to see some of my friends break out and be very successful in kind of the YouTube boom of like 2016, 2017. There's a lot going on in the guitar world, and I think in general in society, YouTube really took us by storm, and it was really big, kind of like what TikTok is now for people, where people were kind of getting these big viral moments. And obviously YouTube still has that capability, but you see a lot less of those kind of like standout stars, and especially the ones that have been grinding it out for a while. But anyway, it just got me thinking about, how bummed I was back then that I hadn't really found my calling and my vision yet for what my life would look like. And I was also struggling with a lot of issues at the time, and it was a pretty intense personal growth period, we could call it that, over those couple of years. But I started doing the demos, and those got better and better, and then I decided to start building pedals, and I've been doing that ever since. And I've been really excited to keep doing that, and I'm really grateful for all the opportunities I've had. I really want to kick things up this year. I felt like the last 2 years, maybe not putting out as many new products as I wanted, maybe not staying on people's consciousness as much. I know there's been a ton of really cool people. I'm sure some of you watching are hardcore fans that have been around for a long time. Made some new friends, like Will from Banana Labs, been pushing his stuff a lot, trying to make more new connections with people online and that are into the pedals and are making demos. And I think this year will be really good. I definitely want to go to NAMM next year. Coming out of NAMM, it is really interesting to me. There definitely has been updates and things, and I feel like it was really interesting. But yeah, and I just got an email from Tim. I'm sure it's something about our boards. So really excited by all this. And I'm going to get back to work, but it was good to see you guys. And I hope you have a really good day, and check out fuzzimp.com. We'll talk to you later.